revealed that the Bureau of Meteorology will soon face an independent review with an expert panel set to advise the BOM on whether it is meeting current and future community needs and opportunities to strengthen its reputation. It comes after that disastrous remodelling of the Bureau's website last year. Remember that, to the tune of nearly $100 million. Bridget, do we need a review of the BOM?
No.
And what sort of cost would we be after?
Well, I think what this shows, Nat, is the cumulative impact of ministers not doing their job and letting agencies run away with the chequebook. People were shocked at the $94 million website upgrade. Any small business gets a website upgrade every couple of years would have just been rolling their eyes. And I think it shows the epidemic of wasteful spending in the Labor government. And remember, almost a year ago, Nat, the minister was like, oh, it's not my responsibility, and yet here we are with an independent review instigated. I think the cumulative impact on the federal budget of these types of little spends means we've actually got a problem within the whole federal budget that's leading to high inflation. So whilst, independent review, I'd prefer ministers were doing their job and keeping a watch on their department's spending and taking responsibility for it, because that's what taxpayers expect.
Allegra, with your background as a business analyst and consultant with a big company, I think that's where you started years ago, do you have any idea how much a review of a government agency would cost?
Look, it can cost a lot, I'll be honest. Like I don't know the numbers in this case. It depends on the scope, but it literally could be well in the millions. So it could be very substantial. And it's also the time that it takes from the people internally who have to contribute to that review as well. So it could have quite a big price tag. And I think the thing that I often concerned about, and this is true across Parliament, is you can get all these reviews, but they're not always public. For instance, there's a review that was done under the previous government on fringe benefits tax, an area of tax that's a real burden for smaller businesses in particular. That review's never seen the light of day. We'll never know what it actually said, and we'll never be able to get the benefit of those actual recommendations and see whether we should implement them or not. So that's the thing I think is really important when you're looking at these sorts of reviews, is like the public's paying for them. The public should actually make sure they get to see what those reviews say and also judge on whether they're being implemented or not.
Okay, Bridget, well, that was your government, wasn't it? The fringe benefit tax review?
Yes.
Should that be released?
Well, I think sometimes reviews remain internal for appropriate reasons. I'm more concerned about people implementing the recommendations. You spend all this money, you do the internal work, and then it just sits on somebody's desk and doesn't actually get implemented.
So if it was made public, could we all just sort of get on board?
Well, if you were doing a review of ASIO, or you're doing... Yeah.
It's fringe. I mean, I have a bee in my bonnet about fringe benefit tax because so many small businesses have complained to me about how complicated it is, and I remember doing that in my own business. Fringe benefits tax is such a pain. And then it was done. I asked the previous minister, Michael Sukkar, it's like, do you have that review? Can I see it? The current government can't access that review, and it's so frustrating.
And it's just sitting
because
there.
Good people spend hours and hours. It's sitting there in no man land, and I can't access it, and that means we can't actually get the tax changes that we need. And see, that's what drives me crazy, because sometimes we do actually consult on this sort of stuff, but then we don't do anything with it, and it makes no sense at all.
And I wonder how much that one costs. Interesting. Okay, got to go. Thank you very much. We'll see you. Millions on that one too. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you next week. Here's Chevo.